Hello everyone, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews. We got a short stack today, so this won't take very long at all. Let's go right ahead with number 17, issue 17 of Daredevil. Issue 17, it means chapter 17. Yeah, look at that. Solid and Ahmed writer, Aaron Cutter is our artist. Matt's still fighting demons that chased him up from hell. They got Foggy. They got one of the kids he's supposed to be watching out for. I like this weird artwork where they made the walls invisible for doing it for, I don't know, dramatic purposes, storytelling purposes. It was really kind of neat. I liked it a lot. So that was really, really cool. And Matt's got to come to terms with just so many things. They've turned him into a lawyer against his will. I'm not sure how that works. They filed the paperwork. She-Hulk's, helping him. And there's something going on with Cole, Foggy's partner, and the kid. And it said, okay, so you see this cover, right? You see Bullseye. He ain't in this book. I'm not really sure what they're... I double checked it myself after I read it, and I'm like, what's going on? He's not in this. I don't know. It's weird. Alright, number 17. Hey! They started at the same time. Birds of Prey. Number 17. Kelly Thompson's our writer. Sami Basri is our artist. When last we left, Batgirl Cassandra had turned into a roided up demonic muscle thing that they were trying to do to the Amazons. And so Big Bird has got to save the day by beating the crap out of her without killing her. They can't kill anybody. But not that they would, but you got to explain things like that to Bart once in a while. And so, just Roy, they saved the day. They saved Cassandra. And I think that was just the end of a storyline. And it was really good. Always a good time. Always a good book. Number 3, Batgirl. Batgirl. This has actually been quite nice having to deal with her pain in the butt mother. Let me see where they hide the things. I like how they do close-ups for when she's... that might be on the back. When she's watching someone. The tells that they give away. Tate Bramball is our writer. Takashi Miyazawa is our artist. Artwork is great. I still see a John Byrne influence, like quite a lot of a John Byrne reference. And so Cassandra's getting ready to gear up to fight. I do like... There are, let me see, 1, 2, 3 pages of them fighting on the train. And once again, I think they're on the, on the inside of the train. But it goes like this for 3 pages. It's really an effective storytelling device. It looks great. I'm glad I picked up the book. And nothing's gone wrong so far. So back here. Oh, and I've been watching a lot of Arrow with my wife, Martha. We're on season 5. And if you ever watched Arrow, Ross Ogwell's daughter Nyssa is in it a lot. She's very, very cool. She's in the book. I'm like, oh look, it's Nyssa. That was kind of nice. Number 28 of Miles Morales versus the Panther God. So we have Cody Ziegler's our writer, Danielle De Nucolo as our artist, and Miles is training with Black Panther and trying to get rid of his vampirism. The other thing is Shuri's there to tell him that he's doing it wrong. Meanwhile, while he's gone shift the big goofy guy, is taking his place, and he's getting very much better at it. I'm not sure if that's a legitimate word, but whatever. So Miles has to go talk to Bast, the cat god. What he doesn't know, though, is Miles is a spider. So where they're at, it wouldn't be Bast, it would be Anansi. So Anansi and Bast are going to have a bit of a problem fighting over who gets Miles, and how they're going to decide, I don't know, how to cure his vampirism, I guess? I don't know. Still a good book. Yay! So 4 books, you believe that? That's not very many. This week's is coming up is 3. So beginning of the year, they're not pushing, I guess. I don't know. But we may have a thing. Yep, they are all superhero books today. Not a independent in the lot. You got DC, Marvel. Oh, it's split too. 2 and 2. Look at that. All right, so here's your speech. Go read a comic book. No, that's not. There's so many places you can read a comic book. There's something I'm very excited for that's coming up in the Marvel universe with Doctor Doom. I'm super excited. Doom's one of my favorite characters. At no time should you ever call Doom a superhero. He is not. He would correct you himself. But it's supposed to be like One World Under Doom, and all these other books are going to spin off from it, so I'm extremely excited. Makes the book count go up, but what are you going to do? Something to read. Yeah, go to the library. Read a comic book there. Go to the comic book store and check out the quarter bin, or the 50-cent bin, or the half-off bin, or the dollar bin. Where I go, they have a 50-cent bin, a dollar bin, and the discount bin. And there's so many amazing books you can get for next to no money. And if you go to like the discount bin, where you get like an omnibus of some sort, that you see that, makes your brain go, ooh, I want to read that. It kind of gives you all of it at once. It's less like a comic book, more like a novel at that point. And just a way to read it. Read it on your phone. You can read stuff on your... I don't, because what's the name of the show? Old Man Comic Book Reviews. I'm not reading it on the phone. I don't like to read comic books on my phone. I don't like to read on my phone. Computer is fine for it. I've done it before. Not a big fan, but I've done it. I do read comic strips online, though, because Wallace the Brave is the best comic strip out there. Go find it. It's at gocomics.com. Wallace. Wallace reminds me of a previous comic strip. I was very, very much just just in it, or you read it every day and you're like, this is awesome. And it was called Cul-de-sac. Just the greatest comic about a family. This Petey and his sister, whose name escapes me. I haven't read it in quite some time because, unfortunately, the creator got just deathly ill and made the decision not to have anyone else take over his strip because it was syndicated. He could have that option. He said no, and then he passed away. So Wallace the Brave is my new cul-de-sac. So they're both still on there. You can get them. You can watch Cul-de-sac still on Go Comics. You can Wallace the Brave has a new strip every single day. It's a beautiful strip to look at. Go check it out. I know it's not a comic book, but it's got panels, so and it counts. I'm counting it. You kids get off of my lawn. Anyways, so there's your 4. Next week is 3. Trying in the new year to make sure I do them every week so I don't get those double, triple stacks that are like this that barely fit in the camera angle. So yeah, go find your comic book that you want. Everybody's got a comic book that they want. They don't understand that you got, like my wife, her favorite comic book is Gru. by Sergio Aragonés and that fella, Mark Evanier. It's just a barbarian who loves cheese dip and fighting. That's the whole premise. She giggles while she reads it. I also read it because Sergio Aragonés, as you may or may not know, was in Mad Magazine first. And that was a long time. He did these little things in the panels that were little cartoons throughout the book. And sometimes those were more fun than what was on the big page. So, all right, here's enough of that. Telling you to go read a comic book. I'll see you next week. If you're in the snow, be safe. If you're on the West Coast with the fire, be safer. And I will see you next week. Go read a comic book.